We just got here in Glasgow. And Dad went to go check out, checking out the prices. Alright, then we're with our tour guide, first time outside. What?
I said, look, it's Alex there.
It's cool ring a little bit. Got on the bus.
But as I said to some of you, if you sleep today, you'll be awake all night. And if you're awake all night, you'll sleep all day tomorrow. And you'll miss some of the things that you've paid lots of your hard-earned cash to come and see. So maybe have a little cat nap, but try to stay awake. Various things you can do to keep yourselves awake. The museums and art galleries in Glasgow are all free. And, they're just a short cab ride from our hotel. So what you pay in the taxi, the fact the museums are free, you know, your quid's in, really, as we say. The shops will all be open, so you can go and have a look. If anybody needs to change money, now I'm not talking about ATMs, you know, because you have ATMs all over the place. But if it's physical cash, dollars that you want to change, close to our hotel there's a department store called Marks and Spencer, and that's the best place. It's better than the banks. A bank would be the last place. People in Britain wear Marks and Spencer underwear. Strange survey. And all I can think is the other 10% must be babies in diapers or Scotsmen with kilts on. That's how popular Marks and Spencer are. Now it should take us about 20 minutes to get into the hotel. The other thing you should remember is $10 a gallon. So everything has to be delivered by truck, so that's why the prices of things are so expensive. So Glasgow is the largest city in Scotland, around about 1 million population. It's not the capital. The capital is Edinburgh, over in the east. The population of Edinburgh is about 500,000. But that's the capital. And Glasgow really grew because of the river. It's on the River Clyde. And the River Clyde we didn't do things in Scotland because it rained, we wouldn't do very much. So, and they say there's no such thing as bad weather, there's only bad clothes. So these are fairly typical Glasgow suburbs. The stone is red sandstone, which isn't a local stone. It's from about 60 miles way down to the southwest. And the main form of heating these homes used to be coal. So if you look at the tops, all the chimney pots, you can imagine all these chimney pots belching out thick black smoke. They're now forbidden to burn coal in our cities. You know, the Clean Air Act was introduced in the 1960s. So they'll now all be centrally heated. Now the River Clyde used to be famous for its shipbuilding. There were dozens of shipyards once upon a time on both sides of the river. There's only 3 left nowadays, and it will pass one of these shortly. One of them builds naval ships, one of them builds ferry boats. You know, there's lots of ferries up in the Highlands and Islands of Scotland, and the other shipyard, they build equipment to do with the North Sea oil industry. Fantastic, quite elegant. They have china cups, and the waitresses all in their black uniforms with white pinnies. So that's the Willow Tea Rooms warships. Fairly typical housing in Scotland's cities. These are what we call tenements. Now, I know, well, in New York, you know, tenements were always regarded as where the poor people lived. But in places like Glasgow and Edinburgh, we also had middle classes lived in tenements. And not too far from the hotel, Art Gallery and Museum, built in the early 1900s. There was a great exhibition during the reign of Queen Victoria, and it was, well, it's directly in front of us now, so built with red sandstone. So once again, free entry, fantastic collection of paintings, other artwork, all sorts in the Kelvin Grove. You know, the ship owners in Glasgow, they used to travel all over the world picking up all these collections, and when they died, they normally left their collection to the city. So most of it's on display in the Kelvin Grove. So once again, just a short cab ride from the hotel.
Salvador Dali's The Crucifixion.
Tea rooms are just beyond these trees on the right hand side, and Marks and Spencer is beyond these trees on the left hand side. So we're going to turn right. This is Pitt Street, and our hotel is the NOVOTEL, which is in front of us now. Yeah, so to get to Sauchiehall, Hall, you come out the front door, turn left, over this set of lights, next set of lights turn right, and then just continue down. Then that'll take you down to the main thoroughfare at Buchanan Street.
Our rooms are not quite ready yet. This is our hotel though. So we finally got to our hotel room, and this is it. So open up our stuff. A little rollaway bed as well as a double, I guess. And here's a shower, bath. Interesting little lamp here. The sort of closet area. The toilet. So it's kind of blurry. And this is, I think you should get up under here to see out our window. Not really a view. But hey, we're in Scotland.
They won't want her to feel like she was the reason why.
This is outside our hotel room.
They don't think that.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of seagulls here in Glasgow.
I'm happy with
I'm happy with
happy to say.
I'm happy with no, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, scientists. You may now enter your lab to watch the experiment.
Yeah. Oh my god, look, we've got screens.
Wow.
Oh my god, Photoshop.
Look, it's a bit savoury though, but that's not it. Can we not think out?
Oh,
No.
you have. I'm so happy that I'm new to it, so cool.
Make sure you eat all of this. This is Big Brother. The rat wheel is now made useful wheel to earn food. Time starts now.
Who's picking it on? Who's picking it on?
Lauren's gonna.
And if she goes on now, good food comes out, and then bad food comes out, they'll just think that she has good technique in her.
Yeah, and she needs to swallow it.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking that, well, she's a good snort, she's going to be the best at it, so keep her on it.
That is big thing of haggis. Here. What?
I buttoned myself up wrong.
Huh? Carton Plus. Yeah, I'm gonna get a kick out of that. Huh? I'm gonna get a kick out of that. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Weaver.
That's pretty good.
Sewing machines. All along here. All over there. All in there. Both sides.
You know who would find that interesting?
Who?
Your pawpaw.
Probably. Over.
Isn't that wild?
This is in the Argyle Arcade. Oh, Turkish Delight.
Huh?
And Turkish Delight.
Turkish delight. Have you ever had Turkish delight?
Yeah, I think so, and I didn't care for it. Good.
Well, my wife is gorgeous, I have to say. And the only reason she married me is because I have a lot of
Now
self.
we're on Gordon Street. Alright, so this is our breakfast this morning at NOVOTEL. We got some haggis and black pudding and bacon, British bacon, and a little potato cake and poached egg. And Dad, I think, poured himself some coffee. He added a banger and some bread and some mushrooms and a little bit of cheese.
Scotland tour. Got the Celtic highlights. Yeah. Right, well, just to remind you, my name's Gordon Tate. I'm going to be your guide for the next week. And we were lucky because Globus allocated this tour to the #1 driver. How about that? Now, unfortunately, he was ill. So I've got Alistair for the next week. Morning, Alistair. Morning, Alistair. Morning, Alistair. He gets upset. Now, just before we head off, there are just some emergency procedures we have to run through. By law, I'm going to tell you various things. Nothing's going to happen, but we're going to need to use them.
Just leaving now. Say hi, Dad.
Hey, look, no seatbelt, Mom.
There's the hotel.
That's gonna be about the haggis stuffed potato.
No.
No, it was
Right, so what we're going to do is, on your itinerary, it says that we do a tour around Glasgow. I think it says we do it on the last day of the tour. But Glasgow is divided into two. There's some points of interest in the east end of the city, and there are some points of interest in the west end of the city. Now, we're going to be heading out through the west initially, so it just makes sense to show you the things in the West End first. It goes back early 1900s. There was a great exhibition in Glasgow during the reign of Queen Victoria. So just as we cross the lights, you'll see the Kelvin Grove Museum on the left hand side. And up on top of the hill front left, this is Glasgow University, 1451 it was founded. Moved out here in the 1800s, which is when all this area of the hill was built. University gates. Famous for its medical school, a man called Joseph Lister, who did a lot of the work. He'd be the motor racing champion of the world. And his dream came true, and his name's Jackie Stewart. So he worked in this little garage coming up on the right. I think it belonged.
Ja, die geht überall. Jedes Loch ist hier.
Are these all midges? Are these midges flying around?
Ah, yeah.
Do they leave you welted up like mosquitoes?
Can. No, midges. Huh? Midges. Ah.